Hey guys, well, I need a shave. Anyway, so firstly, thank you for watching the last video. It's done really well. Of course, it was a bit of an eye-catching topic, but it has sort of got me thinking and it inspired me to make this video. So what I own is obviously a lot of shirts, but I also have a spreadsheet which has all of these shirts on. And what I've done, because all of the shirts that I've bought are done online, so there is like a digital paper trail of all of the orders and receipts that I've done. So all I had to do was scroll through my emails, search the club, and then find out when and where I bought the shirt. So this information I was able to collect, and it took me probably about 2 days because it's just really boring and tedious. But using that, I was able to find, of course, when I bought it, where I bought it, but most importantly, how much for. So I was able to put that figure to every single shirt and I suppose tally up how much I'd spent total. Now I won't reveal that in this video, but I think that could be a topic for an upcoming one. Maybe you want to guess how much that might be. I was sort of in two minds thinking, do I really want to know how much I've actually spent? I think the figure was not that crazy, but it probably maybe for some people. That being said, I thought, how about let's do top 5 shirts that I've spent money on? Because the reality is, when looking at it, I haven't spent crazy amounts of money on all that many shirts. So I'm going to show you 6 shirts actually, because 4th is tied, and I couldn't be bothered just, whatever, 6 shirts, it's here nor there. I think a few of them you've probably seen in videos already, but you maybe weren't aware how much I'd spent or how much they were worth. But other than that, let's jump into it. Of course, spoiler alert, the Torpedo Moscow from the last video is number 1. That wasn't some weird clickbait or anything, it genuinely is the most expensive shirt. That being said, keep your eyes peeled for December. Something really special is going to be coming in December. Now, of course, when I own a lot of shirts, I didn't buy all of them. A lot of them were gifts. Well, not a lot of them, but some of them were gifts. So I couldn't give that a value and I couldn't tell you when. But I am going to be receiving a gift of a very special shirt that's going to arrive for Christmas. So I'm looking forward to that, and I think you guys really will enjoy seeing it. But without further ado, let's jump into the top 5, 6 and see how much money we spent. Enjoy! Right there, let's start with 5th. And it's a shirt that you will have seen in my Asian roundup, and it's the Vejalta Sendai home shirt from 2016. So this shirt I bought from eBay. There is a gentleman on eBay who's, I think, based in Japan, and he has an insane amount of football shirts. Not only Japanese, but he has them from all over the world. Really good, rare pieces. So he's the sort of the go-to guy when I want to buy some Japanese stuff. Of course, the problem is high shirts, but also high shipping. Very expensive to get a shirt, so it's not something I do too often. That being said, this one was bought for £57.69. I think it's like a best offer or something like that. So I bought it on the 20th of May 2018, so just over a couple of years ago now, and it was the second Japanese shirt that I had in my collection. It's really cool. I've not really seen any of these elsewhere, so yeah, it's a nice little addition. Right then, so in joint 4th place, we have this shirt, which is the one that was featured in my South American roundup, and it's the Club The Strongest. It's their home shirt from 2018. I bought this on the 16th of July 2018, and it came from Subside Sports. Subside Sports are usually quite good for South American shirts, so when you see a shirt that pops up from Bolivia, you can't really say no. I ended up buying this shirt for £59.99, so we almost broke £60, and the primary reason why I bought it was because it was from a country that I just not really had any representation from yet. The manufacturer, Wallon, is really nice, and it's quite a cool shirt. I've not seen any of the ones from Bolivia since, so it was worth the outlay. So this shirt if you've seen some of my videos, you will have seen me open this actually on camera. So this is the Shandong Luneng Taishan home shirt from 2015, I believe, and it was bought from Classic Football Shirts, and it was purchased on the 22nd of April this year. Was it this year? Surely not this year. Last year. And it was purchased for, once again, $59.99. There's starting to be an influx of Chinese shirts that are starting to appear, because obviously the Chinese Super League picked up, what, 5 or 6 years ago, and they started to invest some money into it. So we're starting to see slowly, firstly, the sort of the clearance versions of the shirts that they'd released, and now they're starting to hit the mainstream in sort of the UK at the very least, and I think Europe. So it won't be long where we start seeing some Chinese shirts added to the collection. But for now, they're still quite highly priced, which is kind of ironic considering a lot of the shirts are sort of manufactured there. So, in third place, we have this shirt, which was on recently with its one of my Central European sort of review, and it's the Ferencvárosi Home 2017 to 2019 shirt. This one was bought on the 31st of October 2017, so a little way back, and again it was bought from Subside Sports. Generally, if you are buying something from Subside Sports, you're probably going to spend a little bit of money. They don't have all that many cheap shirts, and their value of their shirts doesn't really drop all that much, but they do have a cool selection of shirts from unique countries, so that's what keeps me going back, I guess. And this one was bought for $64.99, so it broke £60, and like it was similar to the Strongest one, never had a Hungarian shirt popped up. I'd seen a lot of the shirts from this club without the sponsor, and this was the first time, so I just grabbed it. In second place, a shirt that you won't have seen in a video at the very least. This one is my Valeur Away 2018 shirt. I bought this directly from the manufacturer, bought it from Macron. And I bought this on the 18th of July 2018. So apparently I bought it 2 days after I bought the Strongest one. So that was a pretty busy week. And this shirt has an amazing story to it. I may just do a video itself on how much I had to go through to get it, and how much I had to go through to get this thing here, because when I first bought it, didn't have a tag attached, so I had to go back to Macron, speak to them, and they got me a tag made up specifically only for me and only for this shirt. It's got all the detailing and everything, so effectively this is a one-of-a-kind shirt, one of my most prized pieces. I spent £79.15 on this shirt. Primary reason for that, because Iceland is expensive. It is expensive. Now, what I've not done is I've not taken into account any of the shipping costs. If I did that, this one for sure would be the most expensive, because it was quite a bit expensive to get it as well. But I thought it wasn't fair to do that. I'll just go literally and solely on the amount that I spent for the shirt itself. But it's a beautiful shirt, and I think possibly my favourite shirt that I own. And of course, number one is the Torpedo Moscow shirt. We bought it on the 3rd of October, so it took me about a month to open it up. Classic Football Shirts, of course, and it was £79.99. So it was what, 66 pence or 88 pence more, or 86 pence, whatever the math says, more than the other one. But we finally broke it. It took just over 2 years to break the record. I don't really see me breaking any more records for a while, because that's kind of a top-end shirt. I do think shirt values are going up, and I think at some point it's not going to be super uncommon for shirts to be released at £100, and I'm not talking about the play issue ones either, so be aware of that. It's not going to happen for a couple of years, but I can see that happening. But yeah, those are my sort of top 5/6 shirts. Some pretty cool designs. I don't really know, well, I kind of do and I don't know how much they're worth at the moment, because there's no real resource you can use to track them, but I have been tracking shirt prices for the last 2 years, and that'll be a video I'll do at some point, sort of showing the growth or decline of certain shirts. It might give you an idea how much you can spend or expect to receive if you hold on to it, specifically in a a mint condition. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed seeing some shirts again, some expensive ones. The next video is going to be the opposite of this. I'm going to go through my cheapest shirts that I bought, and you'd be quite surprised to see how much I actually spent on some of them. This is the sort of the upper end of the industry and the community, but there's plenty of shirts out there that are more than affordable. You just got to find the right places. You're going to get a bit lucky sometimes, but you don't have to be spending loads of money. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed, of course, please do so. That would be super awesome. And yeah, drop a comment and if you've got any questions, and I will gladly answer them. Goodbye.